I mean, Ghana, the 2 games in it, this time the Nemas is Sankakra. Yeah, it was better. Yes. We hope for the best. Chairman, e-levy, finally, and then emission tax, betting tax, and our parliament, some of the minority for the near cry agency be that dante, and yadia we know ye news to be but e-levy, who say Ghana for Bibre, I say overwhelming approval. Say I bind it in the budget, so less than 2 months I sworn in. Yan share no na yan fancy.
Bama mi chia o ne. Nana Poku. O se ba Nana Poku parliament mi wa de kunta. Otina ha. Did wa ye MPP a omo nominate na parliament. Na mi chia Nana Poku. Na ye nua sapon, ase we emergency.
Yes.
Baby a obi a ye chia no. No be turn no aba.
Yeah.
Na mo crew na mo producers ya. E-levy. E-levy asemede. Who say be no party won kra.
Yeah.
Obi no party won kra. Na wo sha ase no wo ka say ye nuanu mi say ankomo bo ankomo be yi.
Yes.
Oh. Sa no ma mi tipe na ama Nana Poku kra po esa pa na mo ha Nana Poku. Nana Poku ka cha mo so mo yi e-levy. O ka cha several times so mo yi e-levy. O mo yi. Nana me bo ana. I was watching the parliamentary proceedings and the composure of the opposition. I was so sad, especially leader. Abba or resetting the country. Talking about import levy.
Yes.
Import levy MDC ne hereby say be 2017.
Yeah.
That was the cutoff point. Mobile 2024. Now you shot 70 days into governance. Now you are the champions of exporters, importers. Oh, this is what sometimes people don't. You had 8 years. That was why I don't go business. You had 8 years to remove this thing. Yeah. Until levy. Lottery tax. Lottery tax no more be brave. Emission tax. 1.5% withholding tax on small scale miner. Musi hey let me say, dear cry no say as per NDC. Dear cry nebe ye be so ye nuanu. Eni what you say, who can roll you say anuman tua ojina ho. Okay. Anuman tua ojina ho. Nti just say MP before maybe bia no mo eniso.
Money so.
It's serious. But it's good news because it was part of our manifesto and political campaign team say about this make us a nuisance tax.
Yes.
Well, because e-levy, look, a retrogressive. Because Nana Pokutne, ebia my salary, my salary. Na me man Nana Poku bibi womu. Don't forget that my salary no. Me tua tax da. Or my salary no. And so my salary no be a company mo tua to me momo account. Until before ebe tua sa ask me tua tax. Every day me demand Nana Poku a. Me say tua tax. And then Nana Poku so the mawa. Also about tua tax. I mean what kind of economy is that?
The same
money na FM in chen me tua tax for me employers. Eba me chen me tua tax.
Yes.
Me demand Nana Poku so Nana Poku be tua tax. Or the man also be tua tax.
Yes.
Also the man ma me also be tua tax. This kaba kono I buy aji say call 4 people. Waji 4 taxes. Na asem you can wait. You can wait. It is stealing from the people. Na man for okay ebe voting kra impersonation adwas avosi or you know obi oyari minister bia or Western they had to bring him in the ambulance to the then they went to finance minister, minister of finance to have a party. So so when I heard that, almost bank I said, so all that period, why I said when and the people are happy. And I bind the work of a government is to make sure that the people are happy.
Mm-hmm.
You can't bring government to come and visit hardship on the people. It's never done anywhere.
Right.
So that is why the E11 overwhelmingly. This morning I was coming and listening to the Vox Populi.
Yeah.
And everybody is happy. And even the Amos Secretary said there's going to be a quantum leap in their business.
Mm-hmm.
Because now more people are going to transact. Just more or more color or to bibi or kintampo. And if you know about cruise cannot na car mark or kintampo or transfer muskana.
Exactly.
It is something President Mahama no 120 days social contractor or Ghana for sign say oba within 120 days no obey form lean government obey levy obey betinta
yes.
So the people cannot say that the promiser no he has not fulfilled it. It's a good news and it will boost the economy. Other taxes are 1.5% withholding tax on small scale miners.
Mm-hmm.
And it's true. So me a small scale miner. Let me better me go down my PMMC. No, on Beijing me 1.5%.
Mm-hmm.
I will take it to Ivory Coast. I'll just cross the border. Imagine in Pakono 2 gold Nifi, Western region.
Yes.
Obetoka ma bakra. So beton go down. Obeton mo beti 1.5%. He won't come. Oh, far border no Ivory Coast, Burkina Oko. And the last time I heard was that about almost 2 billion or so gold, Ghana, I exported out of Ghana. About almost 2 or something billion. I stand to be correct.
They're a small girl now.
They're smuggled out.
Yes.
That's it. It could have done a lot of good to us.
Exactly.
It would have done a lot. Galamsey, you took Galamsey and so as cancer. Yebi. Environment to so am I. I think it's good so that at least we will now have to be able to manage. Because I don't understand a country like Ghana. You compare that to South Africa, or move to gold. You go to Johannesburg, and like you are in Europe. You go to Obuasi or Takwa, and you feel that you are in some 18th century jungle at time, bro, America for or Mutu gold. That was the structures that they were living in.
Yeah.
We are getting nothing out of it. Oh, Namen say, Brazil, I bet you on 2.5% on gross product for extractive industries. For gold, 2. Mr. Esa. We should have taken about 5%.
Minimum.
Because our gold, you are not all our gold, a private hands. I mean, why is when you look at independence, we had Ashanti Goldfish or Ghana.
Yeah.
We had our own
Ashanti Gold.
We were all controlling it. At least before Kwame Nkrumah left, we had about 45% shares in the and then this America.
We've lost all.
Yeah. Our 3% are here. President Kufuor no better. So our gold, our natural resources.
We don't have a share.
I mean, it never happens in any country. Who call your oil field, sir, you only 2 or 3% share. I mean, it never happens in any. What do you mean, Alata? Now, Rwanda, almost nobody, they should leave the gold underground. So why is that? Everything about Ghana is so. I was listening to the World Bank country manager about yesterday, and he says it takes 59 days to form a company in Ghana. Whilst it takes 3 days to form a company in Rwanda.
So more than 50-day gap.
And 3 days in Rwanda. Let me say how. And if you have a litigation on a business matter, it takes 900 days in Ghana to resolve.
Averagely
900 days. So how is the okay? So how would the country progress? Look, we have to seriously reset this country.
Yeah.
And these are once the government is reducing these taxes, then the government too must take care of its expenditure.
Yeah.
Frivolous expenditure. No, that is what puts us into that is why the physical space must be corrected, and then the macro space must be corrected. The macro space that we have to do, that's a big push. The big push is to make sure that we build our roads, we build our hospitals,
the schools,
and all those things. So this is a budgeter, this is a governmental. He has got the priorities right.
Okay.
And we just need to practice. If we are able to consolidate this for the next 12 months to 24 months, at least we can see some change. We can see some change.
Is that possible?
Yeah, now look, money has been put in people's pockets. So it behoves on us to work hard, pay our taxes. And the government should be able to, when they get those taxes, not to mismanage it, but to use it in the productive areas. That's the essence of the economy. It's simple as that. Economy is not about Harvard. Not about what you say. Simplicity. Everybody in this country must be responsible. And so if you are responsible, the government too must be responsible. But if the government is not responsible, 4 years' time, we will come back and we'll start making promises, and the promises, we can never fulfill them. So for me, kakra marking on this
e-levy,
I think it's in the right direction.
Yes.
And we must take advantage of it. But for Christ's sake, people should go and work and make sure that they work, not that Friday or Thursday, 5 o'clock. Obeko ministry, so we are upon. Or they are going to funeral and they will come back on Tuesday. So Friday they will take their salary. Monday they will take their salary without working. Or say that's a part of the waste in the system.
Okay.
That's part of the waste that the new government and the ministers, they've been charged to look at this thing. When we do this, at least if we have some 4-5% growth in our economy, it will help us to move forward.
But Chairman, the argument is that is our taxes because campaign where do you generate the needed revenue for big push in the other things?
I've just told you, cut down expenditure, government expenditure,
would that be enough?
Yeah, and then you make sure that you open the space for people to pay their. Look, Ghana can develop on our own. We cannot go a borrowing. That is why I've told you that. Look, we have got a lot of companies in this country. What do you call it? Sustainable growth and sustainability tax.
Yeah, tax, from 1 to 3%.
Yeah, it refers to banks, telecommunication, oil bulk companies,
mining.
You see, if all these taxes, are being diligently paid, we are raising enough resources to offset what we are giving out.
Right.
You see, you cannot tax your people out of their money. How can you collect taxes if you are taxed? They'll dodge. They'll find ways and means of not paying the tax.
Exactly.
You understand? So we are the and then the various other sectors in the economy, they are also look. The telecoms. Do you know how much money they make? MTN. Look, almost scratch card now.
Airtime.
Airtime, no. Look at how expensive they are.
Yeah.
Imagine everybody in Ghana, at least, I would say about 50 to 60% of Ghanaians or more phones. No, they have no less than 2 phones. Averagely, either MTN or Telcel.
Yeah.
Or the other one, which is the other company.
80.
That's right. You understand? Averagely. And so you can imagine if a population of 30 million Ghanaians, Don't forget them kwadanya our phones.
Our phones.
So if about 30 million of Ghanaians, if about 20 million
or 25
are using mobile, can you imagine? That company is even richer than the country. That company is even richer than the government.
But in a capital flight.
Because we the Ghanaians, we as a country, we don't have our own telecom structure. What to be that? Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah Ghana, yewo Ghana Telecom. Ya to ni na. Can you imagine? So if just imagine say yewo Ghana Telecom ankasa ye there. Na Ghana for omo to scratch card. This can will remain.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's so if you ask me, where are we going to get? It's us, me and you, be alive to our responsibilities and make sure that the Ghanaian gets the commanding heights of the economy. If the Ghanaian does not get the commanding heights of the economy, and then you are always waiting for the white man to come and give us, we will never develop.
Right.
We will never develop.
We will never develop. We, Chairman Joseph Adeko Canadian war 11 other nuisance taxes are ya clear there free or now waiting for the assent of Mampenyi or Sanya na telco for no and omo jiji nyina oma clear there free. So we are waiting for the first time that you send money that you don't get the alert say e-levy deducted. Hard papa. Chairman,
you.
Well, now what's move in Tinka and Kanija Naba?
I don't pay. You have system. I believe in Ghana concept.
Yes.
Papa Kennedy or in Japan. Krum, maybe I need Krum.
Aye. I was Oba. Wabedu, I know much an airport.
Oh, share me at the tea. Oh, Remno says it's a Roman no finish. And they are announced and I'm Kennedy Suma. Obianya, Rubia Kill. A memina Adani, maybe by a memina Adani, and Mao Kruma. And I'm Kennedy Sumat.
Oh, said the Orca Kennedy, dear, no, or call USA or ne Anas, Aremiao, Anas. Eko di Juma wo court hono. Emsa fe no no so ebeba beka na emsa MCR hono. Monto ne mama mesesia. Afe no no so beba beka na sem. Na Ghana fo hu de course ankasa. Aha, Ghana fo be hu de course ewo eho ankasa.
Minia. De course. Ye mu bi empe de course eti o. The first say akukudura. O da say. Minim judge bia he's still in court battling a kwaya fa so yi nedi. Because no po ni fi any of the Aponchino by so papa any evidence of Aponchino and anti-aconi fee. And a certain cameras are Ibeku Aponchino. There was basis for the parade. What I say? Nyantechi, Papa Cacho. Football, near my coso. Why Ghana we are struggling? It's not the team. Why Ghana we are struggling? You will near maybe over ball at our Cransford Stadium against Olympia. At the Coca's presence only. As a GFA format, you can let the referee give you a certain level playing field. And let him to Messissino because the man sits on the executive and ABB. Against all can be a man, but Herbert Mensah presence only against the Accra Sports Stadium ball. I would say a level playing field. I ask you to question.
Yes, sir.
What I say, and then you entrap a referee from Senegal. Do all this one. The next referee be a bar. Panieto from King. You can't about all these things are contributing factors, but people are refusing to say it.
Yeah.
In account, revenue aboni 3%. Quite I didn't mean you see the Ghana in fast, and then me come here because Ghana for. Some refugees just. And for me, Bema be do. As I say, corruption can call what be do. Yama, Yamano, Aquaba said what be do. Yamin Cano. Sikanya no one every year.
To wait ya.
Oh, now I didn't buy the judgment there. There's a full footage that some of us will see. There's a full footage. American jury system in your system. It was a suggestion. Say, upheld, even in the court, you can't almost say nobody could record. Who recorded it? Don't come with or now they are not court also. You can't do that. Who recorded it? I have seen a certain footage. I am full after I submitting we and then a judge in the car, then the court. But he will not throw in out there because it was not part of the rules of engagement. All these things we need to be very careful. And then when you go down with that, baby can judge number 2, E-levy. Settings.
Settings.
And these settings. Oh, massa.
Hey.
Oh, settings. And about this, as we Mr. Settings.
Say.
I go for the first budget. My producer for to screen this one. Oh, 15 taxes. Every anything. Mr. Settings. Oh, your mama settings. Oh, settings. Mr. Settings for the Mr. February for the optics. Politicians get me, baby. Me, I can say, Shedamo will be 2 million and bam president. Now, president in Kutu, can say, hey, president, one Brazil, number 4, my mini Kutu, no settings. And then, oh, settings. Mr. Settings. Mr. Settings. Where you 3 taxes? The budget is about 2. Somebody has convinced me about 4 or 5 from the Shima. Me no me the economy at GT. I boss he levy. What I want us to see after he levy, no, so what Ghana for so saying. Some come on there you. Who does it? Yes, you grow well and I go for the 13 taxes. My boss will come for instant don't see at this purpose we free. And yes, I was come for me they squeeze and go for and no Master settings. Mr. Settings. Oh,
as an problem,
Mr. Settings. Oh, see, there's a president. I go for those, minister, white, credit portfolio.
Keneforiata.
Bessie, you better start to Central the Church of 1 page already. What does it? The budget is 2 form. As soon as your budget, Parliament, your boss, so, Yanugre. And you're paying after 89 MPs, sorry, giddy. I didn't see it. The man has been given 4 years mandate. Early days yet. But I'm saying early days yet, though.
But that was a campaign promise.
Oh, campaign promise. Is it about for free? Free as it just was a campaign promise. I go for the bedu ya one the first year or implementing free as it. Is it not the same free as it? Yeah, we implement ya both same money. After 2 years, if you are any go here tomatoes with him, is it not the same thing? Me say the omu here say things. Oh, ejuma, I want to say ejuma to. Me say ejuma. I just say, bro, we have the settings. I just say, and I'll buy local in a very juma. I want to say juma na man. I say juma. Oh, juma. Say, and no, would that impact the lives of the people of Ghana? That's what we have to look at. Oh, you na nkusiaga na ede. Oh, you and we no. E didn't be no dey be so. Oh, just say, juma ben oh, what say juma was say to yeso. Mangaza me levy me. Mangaza me betting tax me. Total revenue at the Ghana and ADN. The Unsus and so Ghana for so ADN. And you might not even say, Unsus and so ADN. Some come on the city. It's early days yet. Unsus also say settings. Oh, settings. Now, President won't even know. First person, Ghanaian leader for the iPad, but 2 CPSO. No born to tell. No, the global. Hey, on the digital expert. Hey, wait. Settings. Safi Ukraina economy or Pascal.
Baumia so now okay.
Baumia. No mama so na Miki. The first
Baumia na register man.
I'm saying that. Oh, when Baumia was talking to guitar, they told us say the first president people notice I go for do yakokra. 70 years about China there na o kan na there. O dey go iPad, you go dey kill. O IT person o one no bobo say ya na mo for ye. You be IT be we no go see aga. Me see, I deal with a set.
And Dinamo be in a settings.
You see, MPP government. Now we believed that after COVID, no, we needed to generate more revenue because of a car a buy.
Okay.
There's nowhere in the world that under COVID workers were paid. That is the fact. We see, baby, but Ghana, we did that. So Akufo said, look, he believed that it will be better. Say economy in any year since you have many people because Nippon about 80 maybe. He trying to reset Niamana yeah. Then the man said, okay, as a co mukaka. I then I'll take Chroma say, Yarea by me the Minyajuma, and so as a jacket. And if I dream, it doesn't make sense. But he felt that that is how you make my young girl for 1 year.
Okay.
And the acquired really free alien with ya, Yemian Mukaka. I got a 4 year this. Even in the MPP, some of us thought that the e-levy was a harsh decision.
Okay.
And as the figures were high. And now we could have done more consultations.
Okay.
That is what we believed.
So then removing it is not settings.
I may catch you say. Oof. Galam say, so follow.
Aye.
I am better.
Yes.
And Alajamantini pay all the same. The woman.
I Nanao.
Everybody, oh no. and I show me was a way.
Ashama.
The tea, BBC, tea, Congo tea on this year. Tea cry, say state of emergency, ne. What I say? In the new commented this, no state of emergency count.
Yes.
Your mama was saying settings. Of state of emergency in count engineering complete. Also, my president said another any corner was going to another state of emergency.
Yeah, Galamsey.
Galamsey, no. And don't mean say settings of an count. Say Galamsey with the state of emergency at 2. What I say? Party has got to the room in my chilmo. You say, too much, your mama. 1 year, no, and here, Pagalamsey didn't hear something betting tax, I'm telling you. It's more than betting tax. So I want to believe him. If he does that, he does a state of emergency. All MPPs are going to go and vote John. On can here. What was settings? A Juma that to Juma. They pick and choose. You man get to get a kind. The more
removing taxes, Emre.
Is the first or something? I go for in his first year. 12 taxes. Yeah. What I think.
Yeah.
If you move 3, you say what? Is 3 equal to 50? I go for in his first year. Remove 12 taxes. I go for in his first year. First budget 12 taxes. What I say? And then the other said, yeah, your mama doesn't deserve to be president. I go back to remove 12. I don't know who I am. Mrs. Settings, Juma. Oh, Master Juma. Settings, class settings, and go see a gap. Why, no problem. Maybe see what's who or bear man. Over God, said, you can't, we haven't got any man, you're on second term clock. What boy settings, Juma or that, or Juma was his somewhere. So for me, I believe that politicians sometimes, I am in Fagana, boom, I said, the kind of fight with Diagro. Nyamini boy any nipa ni no kraso me buy him because senka me atebia me so busa question be say revenue gap never down. Where do we get it from? Inti we million master mo say e be boa what I say inti mo pa enyi mra bia be 3% 2% 1%.
Yes,
na ka yam feel we so we wa na nyina enyi we say the papa can if you stayed in Europe before the taxes and the revenues in Abrojenia some control Ghana pena obi ntua tax obi nye we. But we did birthday, we are saying to tax mean TV though. So all this was the radar was not on the gentleman and his companies. We didn't know, we didn't have any tracking system. Until we did birthday, no. Now go ahead and say, no. As if say, we got already be around here, we didn't birthday, we can't. So we don't have any tracking system. If the guy has about 10, 15
companies.
Now says you can't track all 20 companies in the country. Until he celebrates his birthday, before people start demanding one tax, one revenue. I don't get it.
Okay.
And then look, revenue loopholes, nuclear, more. What I say, the catchment area, give revenues, nuclear.
Yes, sir.
And they'll be in my day. Obieno, Harris, a call stop any day. We are going after them. Giddy. And so we are a hotel near Tatan. There are people who have video rooms, video complex. I'm for patronizing video complex, nuclear hotels, no. But we are not even zooming and even going on them.
Okay.
And the Janis, what I say, we are cashier for us. I now political talk. In any case, if a government comes want to remove revenue, 4%, or you everywhere. Where's your man headline newspaper? We are carrying settings.
Chairman Kwesipoku, I Tama West NPP. Or say 11 year in settings. Now, Fina more better, ya no pa. Omomba omuyi 12 ema abosu kan for na no na me bo video no mo bo dede e wa abosu kan ye celebration say Ghana is liberated, but 4 years later na 5-6 years later na fe omo twe MPP for abo chairman say de ye nyina no ma shedana
minua I'm saying 8 years omo abam na settings. No.
The entire administration is
settings. 8 years or more by no more settings. Into the almost settings now on my bankrupt. The country was declared junk. Because on no so more by no settings. Yes, who's what settings? Because example now we're taking. You've taken an example from what happened to say that Musubo yes settings. There's some more yes settings. Just says you are not doing settings.
Right.
We are very serious on this because your tax revenue. If your tax revenue is not adequate enough.
Yeah.
There are two things. One, either the people are not paying their taxes, right? Or they haven't got the means to spend for you to be able to tax
them.
So if the person's income is on the bottom, you are taxing the income, the savings on the bottom. Then you, the government, you are not proactive. You are not serious. Because we can say from taxation to production, but you can rather it was production. We never saw any production, nothing. All what we saw was importation, rice. Yeah, because MPP business people know more cartel. Yeah, business but more cry no money cry. And that's how they come. So we are saying no. Yeah. We are going to put money in the Ghanaians' pocket, and then we are going to create the enable environment for everybody to. That is why people are saying that when is the 24-hour economy coming? When is the how are you going to create jobs? And I've told you, it's a big push.
Big push.
The big push. And here Dubai 20 years ago was a desert. Was total. The first time I moved to Dubai, I saw camels and bazaars on the streets.
And they
what they did was the big push. And yes, development, roads, railways, airports. And now that is attracting people to come there.
Yeah.
You go to Dubai airport this morning. You are likely to see about between 5 million to 6-7 million people coming in.
A day.
And when they come and spend. They go to the hotels. They go to the restaurants. They go to the nightclubs. That is why Dubai is doing 24 hours. Yes, it's true. Because I've been there before. Yes, it's true. Because if your economy, if you don't have the facilities,
you can't.
Yes. So people should be. Gave me experience in there. It's employment. Because if you don't have the infrastructure, if you don't have the hotels, you don't have the harbors. It will take you about 6 hours.
Yeah. Just
if you have a fast road, watch at least 3 hours.
3 hours. Watch.
You should be. Now look at Accra to Kumasi road, a narrow accident, head-on collision. And then who will come to a country to say it's come for tourism or better tourism or tourism?
Nankawakase or 24-hour economy.
Yeah, Wakase or 24-hour economy. So when people ask those questions, I say, are we thinking out of the box? It is a matter of you improving your. Look, when Terminal 3 was built, it increased the capacity of planes that are coming to the country. Because a certain period of time, uko Terminal 2, uko plane numa. I say not na bus mu, na uko plane numa. But this is a hunger. Look for more, and people were happy. So other planes started coming. So now we have got a lot of planes that are landing in the country.
Yeah.
It is because of the development of your airport. When your airport was not proper, nobody will come to this country.
Exactly.
So that's why we said the big push. That is what will push this country. That is why people will get employed. When we are building the schools, we are building the hotels, we are building the roads, we are building the airport. It's Ghanaians who are going to work there. And your road construction, you don't wait and construct road when the sun is very hot. Midnight, evening, 7 o'clock, you start constructing the roads. As people are now doing at what do you call it, this Temamoto way. You see the Chinese, they work at night. They work at night. So we shouldn't say settings. We should be serious. Who can say or something like that? No, let's be positive for this country. If you're not positive for this country, we'll get nowhere. If you're always going to look at everything from a political lens.
I'm say politicians and it is a chairman because say settings are say Sabina.
No, that's what I'm trying to tell him. Yeah. I'm trying to tell him that a good time. All of us, no, we should look at it as Ghana, because if you are traveling to Kumasi and it's a dualized 3 lane, 4 lane, 6 lane, you'll be happy. Maybe what Bushoni be I won't turn there first. Oh, maybe Bushoni be what road when you say come and identify him. So who roads, so they don't even identify them. They don't know them.
Yes,
their families don't even know. Because they didn't tell them they were traveling. And these little things is what makes the country what it is. So it's very important. Even it is certain, sir, I think you have set it right. Yes, if it's certain, sir, you are setting it right.
Okay.
You understand? So you are setting it right. Everything you must set it. So you must set it right.
You from the results.
Exactly. And now it's only 70 days, 75 days. That's why I told you that from now up to 31st December, beyond, that is when me and you will have to come back.
Yes.
To come and evaluate.
And assess.
Assess, say, no more Ekosi say.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
Okay.
But you must set it. So I like the way that we are setting. I'm very proud of that way. We are setting the country right.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. You see, politicians. All of a sudden, Rapini, about 5 years, or defending. On Ganjami, Mundi no crank, Baumian and other government. Akumapa, Adeba Papa Bempano here, Nayofe.
Mamma Catchers.
As your mamma Casan. Omiyati say,
so bizarre
question.
I say Baumian and another dear Bakupana.
Every government has got its good side. Me can say, the former President Akufo-Addo, Oba Enwanye Bibia, Oye. But Adia Eman na Bano, a crop baby, you can say, you yourself, you said that 88 members of your party went to him and told him, Mr. President, the way a man of finance minister, Obu Mino, ebe high, Sisano.
Okay, and no problem. You see, look at when Kufuor took over from Rawlings.
Yes.
He took over from the Atameo's government.
Yes.
Always Atameo's government. Look at when John Mahama took over from the Kufuor. Atameo's took over from. Look at Obia's speech, okay? Crow Emudie. What I say? They will take over and say they will find on our way. What kind of country are we? You see, there's a road in terms of their construction. There's a company called Core Construction. When you say Core, it is human that me as chairman because one year they asphalt overlay. And the Core was slowly, and the Core budget to cry any appropriation one put what I say, you have an MDC MP plus who standing on with cameras, your bus is here, coin. Contract over 2-3 years ago, contract I delay. I saw a letter threatening the contract to revoke the contract. What I say? Anka FM pose and go voice come na mo yede dey so mo fai. And then they buy a paper contract am obey adwuma. Get the anamba. But they are saying that omo buy CCA omo ye kwan. But nyama nko ye ni dey na ba o yen na nado. Yes sir. E kwan no dey ma contract na. Boom. Now I was expecting biom so say nka mo buy no. As for papa ye. Say them pam nkofo na get pam say contract no so. Every ho. Oh, that's it. In the name of resetting. And sometimes the way we are running our country, we as politicians need to be very careful. We need to be very careful. Let me tell Ghana Post. Abranti.
Obo.
You know, now say minister ni na downfall. Can we send me about trekakra? What the politics are torn chena kwa hadi na. A new delivery adebi or the buy.
Yeah.
And a procedure, no? Anyhow they employ in that sector. It goes through a certain labor must do that, union must do that. Now they will look at a budget. Then the clearance was for next year. Until 4 September, we cry. Remember, letter taking effect January. What I say? What is some judge in some of the kind? They brought 100 people and we sacked them. And people like senior, they it's a corporate person. He said, "Never come." I quite tell this into one can was the background count with Johnny from the count. The only thing he's going to talk about is he levy.
Okay.
What I say, so for me, I believe that you can't be. Your mama says you want to create jobs, and I'm and your man come home. No, let's look at it. Who a driver? As on your license E. What the license K nearby? You can't be a driver. K specific. Near who does it? And this is not covered. was an energy expert when we were having the Akosombo Dam problem, they didn't buy. What was wrong with that one? Remember, Ghana Gas CEO Ben Asante. It is the NDC that brought him because of an expert. But Ben Asante is a big MPP boy. So for me, we need to shift from saying, man, let's look at who can do their job.
Competence.
As much as if the person is a party person, a lawyer person, it's good. Let's not you technocrats in the politics.
Right.
Because when you're not careful, if MPP is able to get power 2028, will be a forward 2025.
Yeah.
That is the way maybe it will be.
Okay.
If you are not careful.
Yeah. Chairman, the next one so Chief Justice. Say process ID no. See the idea no come mampanyina who bibia wo mudia nka won fanko but mampanyi se miensa we refer to Council of State. Na say next stage no.
You see, you know why some of these things don't sometimes ebia na akomapa na your mama de kasa ebia akomapa.
Yeah.
But now no just in peace there no kan.
Okay then.
Now they just in peace. Akufo-Addo has packed the judges, he has packed the court because they know they are criminals. They are using the Chief Justice to put people there so that when we can prosecute them. No, can't say it's a preconceived mind. Thomas for trip say, Papa, where there? You just say from poor myself. The opposition here can careful. Maybe it's a made 2 minutes. Maybe no cry. What I say? We know me and we don't say no cry. And because of Nsembia, he has been a former president before. Until when you were speaking on political plan, he has to measure the things he says. What I say?
Yeah.
I'm going to buy a pen of journalist because I say, Papa, we are a Chief Justice. Never a point on Poe. You say, no, I told letter to order that. And he says, I said, I'm going to and because of a new 24-hour economy platform. So, kind. And someone who can. You shall not say, in your share, yes, you have and then the Chief Justice, and there's a precedent. They tried it. Wait time. At about time. Let them be the Tomusa. And the Chief Justice. And I'm fat. And you will move.
Nanado crowd be kuya no ba kokoto ho from Koku Asare Prof Koku Asare.
Into the woman say, dear, oh, you are young politics. What I say? It means that is part of the 24-hour economy. The settings I'm talking about. They want to reset everything. Maybe you say, watch this, almost set it. I don't get it.
Now they say yes.
Oh, now you think it be my judgment that me know me say way. Now when you can't be say it may advise legally. If you terminate the contract, there's going to be a judgment there. Not technocrat be an answer politician be will go ahead and still terminate the contract. Entire judgment debt to me and Tia on penny grand cabin, I could Tia, Yanti Growing. Who does it? And don't start here. Waiting for you already. Yes, you. There are some people you medical pay their terms of a union contract. They have to be compensated. Meaning, we need to do a Ghana gas, pay any contract, and then they will compensate the person close to $100,000-$200,000. Anybody say the contract can be 8 months, or you do 8 months now, and do say $200,000. Somebody, Besaki, Nakwana court, I was ready to court. I could just say,
well, Chief Justice, then they say individual, say the
constitution. Me see individual, and this is an individual. And this only individual. Who's just here? Almost send your money to
most say Salata said, and most say,
oh, maybe Salo say, you didn't cry.
Okay.
So, as only maybe I December. No one got the radio to come to corner. We are procurement. Yes, say, no one come to 3 stars of that. You see, as only baby, I say, young fans and MPP impression or some. You didn't find Nobody complained by. Nobody brought a complaint. The 3 of them were on radio, banter.
But there was a petition. That is where it's
the person petitioned based upon Tokano Mokoku and someone I got it. That was a yes. That's not what it said. Procurement issues were not follow this. And a petition no, we can't say that Madam Podas mean just say, you know, fans in your buy.
What we did petition now, you're call for CJ.
Do I want to read the petition? Petition what shorter than some mobile. Do I want to read it?
NDC for
I'm not sure if you're not somebody by me county. Now I want to show minister that almost 60, or almost what I had of one once over. And the sister on point. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm your mama catch it and say, well, no, none became we are coming. You see, or see a mad and last year calculation. And the man found say, oh, calculation the base of a calculation. The party for you, track me. Send a party for you. You know what? I vote a region. Niama Abana say 72, Emma we 5. Say na John Mama no. Mrs. Settings. Mr. Man we settings so. Or because they quite only made in the 30% he's almost met the target. Isn't also what he's come to say? And then yet Haman fans, send a wrong fans. Party for Charmy, only Papa went to settings. Settings. Let me say you crack now then the ocean numbers in the Oyadi. And because not knowing I am part, you party for Canadian crack settings. You know what? 72 appointees has come MMDCs. Only 5. And also me boy yanka. And settings. They have nothing to offer us. So the only thing is that look for the cameras. In social media, people are voting on social media. And you see where you getting tax. And you see where don't go for my fans. Instead of thinking about the year waiting, you could see saying, dear never fire.
The Chief Justice, the Adobona actual petition.
Oh, I don't just want some mass and a castle on Mass Vini. Oh, they are some who sang Timabu. What is it? If you look at the petitions, is what?
But you haven't read it.
Oh, please. Let the actual fee patriarch contest who could read it. They know what my reader come from me. I didn't let her who does never. I didn't let her until once I know who that is who that. Ultimate Caboni with the Vicky.
I can't 1 minute.
I didn't buy any past 70. Woman, 5 or don't know catch me. I didn't see. Region be voter just one region be there, a man 0-0. 3 regions, a man 0-0, because how many man and many be. So I manage your tomb for a munti. Tama Samira, and now catch him say, when you go down about town, we and Mabedi and Munti. Monsieur, you're about vice president now, Nigerian, or you're about, you're saying, they can't mean 3 regions, I must 0, no MMDC in that regions. Now 2 John, also, 70 is equal to 5, therefore 270. Can you go? Mrs. 70 is equal to 5. Therefore,
first batch na about.
Me say 70.
But oh say no you be kwa kofa so de.
Yenya wa be city. Yenya unya mi abe yema. Greater Accra ni kwani o ma be 67. Greater Accra person. No kro twani de ni na Greater Accra. Ni o ma 6. We have 6 out of 34. What I say? Oti region e ma me 0. Oh.
Okay.
Oti region 0. One is region 0. Me and Sabi be a 000. Me see Oma ahwade ni ye eno hu sese no nkwala aba nyina etiti social media what I say ena adwuma de owo ye nyina adwuma 4 years we go kunte Ghana for so we go muti me say settings
chairman yes matro letter or party office before some beba power say CJ ndem what targeting that 3 petitions baako anchi abaako wechi.
It's very unfortunate say me Nana Poko. Because NDC is a presidential petition party, a betro. We will not go and hide behind anybody because time a campaign. One of the demands of the people of this country was that the judiciary must be sanitized.
Okay.
Yes.
More for views are more.
Views. I mean, Afrobarometer. What you are a good journalist. Yeah. I mean, you read what Afrobarometer Barometer was saying.
Yeah, the judiciary.
The judiciary, they were very low.
Yeah.
And even Kendapa, in front of the judiciary, made a statement to them. Said the way omo ya nyomano, omo ya careful. Assembly su Ghana, me boana. In front of the judges.
National security.
Yeah, national statement in front of the judges.
Not the Chief Justice now, as a
judiciary. Judiciary, but the Chief Justice is part of the judiciary.
Head of the judiciary.
Yes, so it was talking about, and the Chief Justice was sitting there when he made that statement. And we all to say, Papa, because you look at the situation in the country, people were complaining. Say, among for, they are not seeing the true meaning of justice. That the judiciary, the judge must be blindfolded. So when he's doing something, he's not looking at you, he's blindfolded, and all that is dealing with the facts on the table. And people were complaining. So we promised that when we come, we will make sure that we set this country so that when you go to court, will be very Now, Ghanaians who were complaining have decided that they are going to petition the presidency. Ghanaians who are complaining have decided they could have brought about 10 petitions. But 3 people have been bold enough to be in the petition.
3.
What you say? Me and you, that you name idea, our petition. But we know the criteria for removing a justice of the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
You must exhibit incompetence. You must have exhibit incompetence. You must not be of sound mind. You have got something crime. So when a prima facie case is established,
yes,
then you are dealt with. Say, and this that if we wanted that, we could have done that. So what has happened is that three Ghanaians like Kwesi Nana Poku, Obama, in Jerry. No more decided to move the petition. Now say any at never actual petition. How? As a party, I can confidently tell we have nothing. We have nothing to do with it because we as a party, if you wanted that, we will do it. Why should we be afraid? Because we have criticized the Chief Justice several times. I said Dukotia has criticized him several times. A lot of people have criticized her several times. It's Robiano. But what has happened then? For our petition, and the president is just a conveyor belt.
Yeah.
The president need not to establish a prima facie case before he sends it to the Council of State.
Yeah.
When it's not about the Chief Justice, then the president will send the Chief Justice to do that. But when it's about the Chief Justice, it goes to the Council of State. And the Council of State have got about 30-something members. Apart from the 16 regions.
16 regions.
The
other appointments.
Are almost 30, and people of sound mind, and so they have to determine.
Council of State.
Yes. People of sound mind. Yes. Are you telling me that Sophia Akufu is not a woman of sound mind? Are you telling me that Ogwama, Nana, what do you call him? The chief of the mine of Cape Coast, Ogwa is sort of sound man. Are you telling me that Betty Mold is sort of a sound man? Sophia Akufu, Akoto Banfu, the overlord of Dagbon, what do you call Doajaho? These are people who, when you check their record, they are people of sound mind.
And I think, particularly because of Sophia Akufu, if there is anything, because legal...
Al-Hassan, former Inspector General of Police.
Yes. Mohammed Al-Hassan.
OJ, former Air Force Commander.
Yeah.
Chief of Staff. So they are people of sound mind. Yeah, strong. Strong.
But Osha selection, Sophia Akufu, or your Chief Justice and MPP.
She knows, yes. Our chief, Ansana, elections. Elections, people, your assemblymen, Mukovoti. I'm sticking strictly to the constitutional provision.
Yes.
As to whether the person is not fit, it's people who want to vote for him.
Yeah.
You see, elections have got what? Consequences. So, let's continue.
Council of State in Edinburgh. Okay.
So that is it. And there's a precedent.
Okay.
You said on platforms that Charlotte will say, some of the words that Kennedy, Japan, in the Ubonidi or use of my minister. I can't sit here and repeat it. Very, very, very derogatory remarks only against the woman. What is here? And when you came, you wrote a petition. First, Manchester MPP. Somebody wrote a petition.
Yeah.
First person or petition or anonymous person. Or the petition by your Bonidi. Then they brought another petition. They mentioned some lawyer. The lawyer later on became legal school director. Okay.
Yes.
Legal school. I just we had the background. If I know if you know about, and MPP know if you know about. Me wa to a lawyer. Who's your lawyer? Me wa.
Yeah.
Legal. See, don't go there. You see, I say if you live in a glass,
I said jump case in the name of your neutral.
If you live in the glass house, you don't throw stones.
Yes.
What you were doing that time, you didn't know that one day, it will come to haunt you.
When will this end?
I'm coming. It will end when we put people in office and they put the blinkers on their blind, and then they just listen to and then deliberate, and then everybody comes out happy. When I was regional chairman, ask my people, anytime there was a conflict in the constituency, I don't take side. I bring everybody on board and allow everybody to speak. After they've spoken, I make a judgment. And the judgment that I give, when they are going, they all clap their hands. Because I make sure that everybody speaks his mind in a decent manner, where sometimes there's some fight. When I want to discipline you.
What was why we Papa say? What was Mahama obi? And how the coalition go to Tia go kind of credit. So
no,
why we Papa say?
It is good. It is good. They say. It is good. They say.
Trouble telling Papa.
It's here now. You go by hindsight, and you say that Papa Ohanka we in. So sometimes it's good. Election has got consequences, and it's good. And you also, as a person, must know that you cannot be at one place forever.
Okay.
When you have that composure, that's why today I'm here with you. We are chatting. Maybe I'm family home.
Yeah.
Uncle
Tia will be a nice.
Dabi. Okay. Inti Obama.
Yes.
Ade Ebano. Kenya Butre. Ajubreo. You ask when is it going to stop?
Yeah.
It is only going to stop when we all understand what democracy is about.
Okay.
That let us do right to the Constitution. I can say a lot of things that had gone on. That people, not naturally, I'm not saying there must be revenge, but we are human beings. What I say? We are human beings. Your attitude towards me will determine that maybe a ubabi or hearing of it name anymore. They have to remember the wickedness. Maybe I would bore me. But when they make a fire, hey, Nana Pokubani, hey, blah, 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 blah. Obama,
yes.
What is a Nana Pokubay or here, Bobodian, and that is how we should live in this Ghana.
And we about politics, no clear. We about politics, no clear. It needs to stop. Okay.
We need to stop. So it will stop. But meanwhile, it is a constitutional process.
Yeah.
We are going through. NDC has got the capacity to write a petition. But sooner or later, we will know the demands.
Yes.
Because it has to come out. And here, they will publish the names of. And I saw one guy on one of the television stations a few weeks ago who boldly came out to say that he has written a petition and he has sent the presidency and is waiting for the president to act on it.
Okay.
So one guy, has already indicated his intentions already.
Yeah.
So if Kenya, other countries, they change their chief justice.
Yeah.
And something new to Ghana. A lot of countries, chief justice. They go and
Obi se mampanyi di can refer to almost say unanimous FC into the idea or no.
Because a party of
but of course they were unanimous FC. Almost bangi goals, no almost 11 goals. Almost 15 goals. Almost 15 goals. Almost 20 goals. 20-0 basket.
Yeah.
What be that?
Container ne try
a time no. Yeah, time no.
Yeah. Kasa 2 hours.
1 hour 30 minutes.
Serious.
Container 1 minute. You see, on water container.
Procedure. The container fi port. Quite different. Very cumbersome. Niema was a container apart for ECG. A specialized niema.
Yeah.
Cut to fit. What I say? Inti ekoni yedimpe kan any dundum yesan fa ana setting metum container 1502 minister the catch and say hand over note okohwe niema no but one kind what again lack of service negligence minister say
container 3000
meba see yeah hand over
no okay or say handing over notes 3000
containers good and even 1,500 containers are here. BN wa national security wa say wa. None of us be TSNT you buy and where I arrest I nie. Where I nie. The court of public opinion come. Me jai come. Me say things so things.
Nana Poku.
Can you do no certain container? Me say certain.
Nana Poku.
No, you see. Yes. ECG specialized cables. Who will buy?
Nana Poku. In this country, how on earth? No, but now what to say? Obi, I transferred $7.1 million. Okodina Bank, we 7.2 million cedis cash. Ne radar, we started the question. Ne radar, It shows you how corrupt our country is.
And so bank manager, politician.
Oh, me catch. I'm just telling you about how corrupt. How you yourself started this statement by saying, how can people be by your party on your party and you name say radar be and chino say on. It shows you how porous our system is. To me, as far as I'm concerned, there's nothing in this country.
Okay.
BP and Ghana, Ghanaians, black skin here. BP and my cancer, Obiba Sisa, Oba,
to Obama.
That is all I hear. But this country, nothing under the sun.
Okay.
Ebeya, I will not be surprised. You know this country, Ghana.
Yeah, sure investigations into that. And so I feel no
that's some investigation. So don't let's go there.
We will see who
cartel. Who are Tema? You know the cartel in Tema. You know the cartel.
Are they politicians?
Maybe. Look,
whoever did this.
One time, my sister-in-law, or the container fee. The normal. Or yes, or cut now, but about 15 years. No buy. And I put winning. Me wa na ye boy container na no. Uba we say be boy. They are checking no man inspection. Ye too. Na put the next day ye come a container no. You know when I a container no. Me come papa nine. Me come papa nine. Hey, again no. She has to go back. My sister. Oh yeah. I say yes you. I was there in a container now. You're checking no ma. If it did the next day now, yeah, I come to your container no man. So don't give me that.
It's possible. Ira, you better share your home. You better chairman Kwesipo Kutema West NPP chairman and Oha and Opewuti and Kasasuna chairman emeritus chairman Joseph Adekuka on so teneka former Greater Accra NDC regional chairman on so teneka no pay discussing Sembebre